like to start today by welcoming all of our honored guests and by hearing from a most honored guest, the J Schneider Company founder, J Schneider.
Do great cities really get built by outside firms or outside people?
I don't think they do. I think that the great things in great cities is done by the people in the city. And if you don't have the faith in the city yourself, or the patrons of the city, or the citizens of the city, how can you expect anybody else to come in and build it up for you? This area that we are now standing on consists of 13 acres. That's from Main to the river, and from 4th to 6th Street is actually 13 acres. I think without hotels and good hotel facilities and new hotel facilities, the city is dead. In fact, I think that's what has happened to Louisville in the past. And I think this is the beginning of a great future for Louisville due to the hotels. And of course, this is just one little small cog in the whole wheel, but this is a start. And of course, with this large hotel of 700 rooms, it would allow a lot of larger conventions to come, because we will have a headquarters hotel that you never had before.
Then you think that this hotel on this spot would be the center or the heart of the city?
I don't think there's any question about it. Of course, this was always really the beginning of Louisville, the start of Louisville, and the center of Louisville. And I think this is the rebirth of the past, and we'll start over again as George Rogers Clark did practically 200 years ago.
All right, well, that obviously was J Schneider, who took the 13 acres we're standing upon and built this legendary hotel. I'm Greg Fischer. I'm the mayor of Louisville, and a long time ago, as a young business guy, I was fortunate enough to know Schneider, and he showed kindness and understanding to our business when we were in a really critical phase. He gave us a big order for all the ice dispensers in that hotel, and he paid up front. Okay, nobody does that. But I am convinced that he knew, as a fellow entrepreneur, that if he didn't pay up front, we may not have been able to deliver those ice dispensers, or much less be in business, because that's the point that we were at. And that's who Schneider was. He was always about supporting the local guy, a local business. And in us, he saw some entrepreneurs that he thought maybe could do something good someday. So I will always be grateful to Schneider and the Schneider family for what he did and his emphasis on local. Today's a big day, a really big day for the city. We celebrate this next chapter in Schneider's remarkable vision and the revitalization of this crown jewel right here in our city. This is an announcement that's extraordinarily important to Louisville, as the Galt House obviously has always been right here on our waterfront. It's an important part of the skyline of our city. And it's an important part, I would say, if you're from Louisville, of our collective memory. So many things have taken place at the Galt House over the years, and the Galt is quite literally the heart of Louisville. And this expansion comes at a tremendous time for our city. We're going through outstanding momentum with $13 billion of capital investment going on in our city. And last year, we drew 16 million tourists to Louisville. The Galt House obviously has been central to that entire growth of our city. So with that, to make this announcement, please welcome Scott Shoenberger, the president and CEO of the J Schneider Company.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, everybody, for attending today. Thank you, media, as well. Last year, we announced that the Galt House would be renovated and reimagined. What you don't know today is the extent of what that renovation will be, and really the amount of hard work that's gone into making this dream come true. We began a thoughtful examination of what the hotel represents absolutely to its core. We brought in branding experts to help us articulate our values in a way that we felt was like our voice. Those experts worked with our leadership, with our shareholders, with local leadership, and that was to figure out how we could resurrect not only what was, but to create the next chapter of the Galt House. This consisted of research, introspection, collaboration, and a tremendous amount of creative expertise. What resulted is a look and a feel that nods to our heritage, a legendary hotel. We know that legends, ladies and gentlemen, are not made overnight. They're a product of hard work, grit, determination, and passion. Day after day, night after night, the behind-the-scenes effort that few people ever see. In the past 18 months, we've overhauled our leadership team. We're proud to have attracted world-class culinary talent from around the country. Our general manager, Jose Roland, right there, brings a career of experience from other J Schneider hotels, and he's come back to where he started with us and now has grown to become general manager of this hotel. We appointed a new food and beverage director. We've infused new talent and expertise in every aspect of what we do in this hotel, from sales and marketing to human resources and beyond. All this thinking, though, ladies and gentlemen, is built on the strongest foundation of long-term, committed associates that believe in Mr. Schneider's vision, as do I. As we revitalize this legendary brand, we've also fostered local partnerships, which are very critical, with local companies to renovate this local gem. We selected KNBA and Swope Design from Louisville to create the look and feel of our new public spaces and our new guest rooms. We contracted with Louisville's PLC Management and also with Kelly Construction to bring this new vision to reality. As well, we've partnered with Westonic right across the river in New Albany to come up with a brand new custom Galt house mattress, which is going to be fantastic. And we're sourcing as much as we can locally, including wall vinyl, flooring, whatever we can find, because we do believe that that was the vision of Al. Thank you. We want to spend our money in our backyard, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, this is a brand new Galt house. In addition to the 1,239 room renovation, which will begin in the West Tower, which you're standing in right now, in June, we will be reimagining our restaurants and our public spaces, creating spaces that celebrate our city, our food, our bourbon, our horses, representing genuine Louisville hospitality. We'll reveal these plans in the very near future, and we'll be excited to share them with you when we do. You can expect restaurants that highlight our unparalleled views and outdoor spaces, culinary experiences that will spill onto the Belvedere and onto 4th Street. Our founder had a vision for downtown Louisville that started with the Galt House. Now the Galt House will once again be the social hub of this legendary city. An $80 million renovation, a complete brand revitalization, and unprecedented recruiting efforts would be enough for almost every organization you can think of. But we didn't stop there. We set out to find new ways to attract local groups, national groups, conventions, and bring more visitors to Louisville's largest hotel. And today we're excited to share that we have solidified a partnership that will help us do just that. Today marks a start in a new chapter of our history. Today, the Galt House becomes a landmark addition within the trademark collection by Wynhham Hotel Portfolio. I'd applaud too, but I've got to keep my hands on the script. A global collection of nearly 70 hotels under the hotel leader of the Wyndham Hotel Group. And this is an international brand and growing very, very quickly. This affiliation will enable the Galt House to reward loyalty on a worldwide basis, to attract groups and corporations to our legendary city that we couldn't before. By becoming a trademark collection by Wyndham Hotel, we join a diverse portfolio of Wyndham Hotel Group properties, more than 8,400 hotels in 80 countries. We can now harness the power of an organization that generates $4 billion a year in room revenue. While the Galt House will remain an independent, and I assure you, as long as I'm with this organization, it always will be, We will be able to harness the power of the trademark collection by Wyndham in terms of their operational support, their technology solutions, and their sales and marketing expertise. We are excited, I mean unbelievably excited about this partnership. I am happy to make this announcement today about being part of the Wyndham Hotel Group and the trademark collection. And the next person I'd like to call up is Mr. Chip Olson, who is the Chief Development Officer for the Wyndham Hotel Group. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you, everybody. You know, about 2 years ago, we decided to create a new brand, and at Wyndham, that's no small feat. We have 21 brands in our portfolio now, and at the time, we had about 16. And we're an acquisition company. We go out and we buy brands and put them together and harness the power of those brands to make a great organization. But we wanted to do something different. We said, let's do something that's unique and different that's never been done before. Let's look at soft branding, and let's look at what we can do for some of these great independent hotels here. And the word local was thrown around a lot. And that's one thing that kind of gets lost sometimes in branding, is that local feel. And that's what we want. That's what we're looking for as consumers out in the marketplace. How do we tap into that local feel? So we said, okay, let's go out and see if we can do this. Well, one of the first markets we identified to do that in was Louisville. Louisville has been near and dear to my heart for a lot of years. I've traveled here a bunch of times. It's not just the bourbon that drives me here, although it keeps me here, it seems. Doesn't drive me here. But you have great corporations here with Humana and Yum brands. You have a phenomenal leisure market here with the bourbon, with some great restaurants, with Louisville Slugger. All of those combined make this a unique and a market about to explode. And so when I talked to the team and I said, where do we want to go? We had about five markets on the list, and we said, here's what we want to do. And then Kevin and Mike Woodward reached out to Scott and said, this is the hotel. And I got the phone call in my office and it said, Chip, this is the hotel, this is the market, this is where we want to be. So about a year ago, I got on a plane, came out, met Scott, who showed us around, and immediately we knew this was the property. We knew exactly from the associates here, and that first day when I walked around with Scott, and he knew everybody's name, and I tell him this all the time, so I apologize if I'm embarrassing you about it, but it was amazing that we walked around this hotel with all the associates here, and everybody he knew by name and knew something about them. And I said, this is exactly who we want to partner with. So we knew the city we wanted to partner with, we knew the hotel, and now we had J Schneider as the partner that we knew we wanted to partner with. And that's what we did. So for the past year, we've been having very nice, quiet negotiations back and forth to the point where we've grown this brand to 70 hotels, but we didn't want to release the marketing for it. We said we knew our flagship hotel. We know which one where we want it to be, and we know when we want to announce it. So we're going to keep fighting to get this hotel. So we couldn't be more proud, and I couldn't be more honored to stand here today and say that after a year of hard work and all the commitment from everybody in the community and from everybody at this hotel, we are proud to announce that this will be our flagship hotel, the Wyndham brand. And our largest hotel, we're about to have 9,400 hotels in our portfolio, and this will be our largest hotel in North America. And we couldn't be more proud of that and this market to do that in. We mentioned loyalty, and one of the things when you mention brands is creating that loyalty. And we have a loyalty club, Wyndham Rewards, that has close to 60,000 members right now. 60 million, sorry, 60,000? 60,000 for this hotel, 60 million overall. 60 million members overall, and we want them to experience what we've experienced. The hospitality of this community has been second to none out there. The people that we've encountered, the associates at the hotel, the friendliness of everybody we've met with. When we typically do a deal and we go out to a marketplace to do a deal, we say, here's what we'd like to see happen. And the owners or the community says, okay, great, but this is our time frame. That didn't happen here. Everybody worked together to meet the time frames that we needed to do. And because of that, we knew that this was going to be our hotel and the one we wanted to launch with. So we plan on taking those 60 million members and doing everything in our power to drive them into this community so they can experience, number one, the Galt House and what a phenomenal hotel it is, but number two, experience this community, and that'll give attachment to the Wyndham brand overall. So as Scott said, this is an independent hotel. We are not taking that away from this community at all. All we're going to do is try and enhance and drive it to the next level. So with that, I thank everybody in the community. I thank the Galt House for all their hard work and J Schneider Company for all they have done for us. And thank you very much for everything, and we couldn't be more proud to be here today. Thank you.
Hold on. Chip, hold on. There's something we're supposed to do here. Come on.
Oh, the big sign.
I guess I'm supposed to peel this off. It didn't come with instructions.
I don't have to wear this, right? This isn't one of those sandwich boards, is it?
No. We're going to put it up here. If it's crooked, I apologize. Kenny's not feeling it. Will the hotel be closed during any time of the renovation? No, it will not. Fortunately for us, because we really are two hotels, quite honestly, on the east and the west tower, our objective here is to make sure that we minimize any type of guest challenges at all. So we are going to start in the west tower, and we'll start that in June. Our objective is to have two project areas going on at the same time. So we're going to take between 3 and 4 floors out, depending on our business levels here in the building, and as well as in the east tower. And then we're going to start in the fountain room as well, which are some of the renderings that you've seen today. It's going to be it actually was Mr. Schneider's favorite restaurant, I guess, in this hotel. It's where he had lunch pretty regularly. And it's going to spill out onto the Belvedere. So we want to bring everything back to the core of the building. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. And our whole idea with the brasserie is we're trying to do an authentic Kentucky country-style brasserie, okay? It's going to be really kind of fun. So, and then we'll progress throughout. So we'll finish this building, and then we'll move over to the East Tower. And then in the East Tower, what we'll have as well is we're going to be adding this fabulous lobby bar in the East Tower that will spill out onto 4th Street. So we want to activate, that's what I was kind of alluding to a little earlier. So, but we want to make sure that we take care of our guests. We absolutely do. Other questions? All right. Well, for those of you that would like, we are doing room tours. We do have 2 model rooms that have been prepared. One is in this building, actually on the floor immediately below us. And then we also have another beautiful model room that is over in the East Tower. That we can kind of show you really the design and the feel of what it is that we're creating in this hotel. I would like to thank you all so much, and I realize that we've been somewhat quiet over a long period of time as it relates to the press. I want to tell you that we're healthy, we're vibrant. I heard this when Tawana Baines was making her announcement. Louisville is open for business, and so is the Galt House. And we've had 70 years of great history here. We're going to have 70 more. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.